What's going on, everyone? This is James. How you all doing? And welcome to my next top 10 list. And for today, I'm going to share you guys my top 10 favorite superhero couples. Now, since Valentine's Day is approaching, I thought it would be a great idea to talk about what are my top 10 favorite superhero couples that can be from like either comics or even superhero movies. Now, before we start this list, there's two things I want to announce really quickly. Is that one, I'm not a huge Valentine's Day fan. I'm not saying that I hate it. I just don't think it's on the same level as Halloween and Christmas, in my opinion. I know many people are going to disagree with me, but that's totally fine. That's just how I feel. That's where I came from. But what I really like to do is I want to talk about couples from pop culture, since in my last video, last year, I did my top 10 favorite anime couples, and now for this year, I'm going to talk about my favorite superhero couples. And to let you guys know that these are just my personal favorites. If your favorite superhero couple is not on this list, then I have not seen them. So take that for the greater salt. So without further ado, let's get started. So let's start with number 10. Now, number 10 is Question and Huntress from the Justice League. This couple, I do think, is the most underrated DC couple. I watched the episode where Huntress was kicked out of the Justice League by John Jones, also known as Martian Manhunter, and then she teams up with Question that they had to go after this character. I forgot his name, but he's kind of looks like Solomon Grundy, and he has like a son. And they work together, and then they help each other, and then when Huntress asks Question why does he risk his life for her, he says that that he likes her, and then that's where she grabs him by his bow tie, and then she kisses him, and these two actually begin to have their great relationship, and I really do buy it. I really thought they were cute, and I actually really do like they managed to escape from this some kind of factory thing, and then Superman was fighting Captain Atom, and then when Huntress and Question escaped safely, Question showed Huntress his real face, and then he told her that he is the ugliest guy in the world. But the heartwarming thing that Huntress said to him was she said, "Not on her eyes," and I was like, "Oh, that is so sweet of her." I thought it was like a very sweet thing that she said to him, because because Question said that he may look ugly, but he doesn't look ugly to Huntress, because Huntress does care for him. So yeah, I do think that Huntress and Question are they're very nice for each other. So that's why they're in number 10. Okay, number 9 is KickAss and Miranda Swallow from KickAss 2. Not gonna say a superhero name, but you know. The reason why they're at number 9 is because I wish there was like a bit more of their chemistry development between those two. But what I really like about these two is that after when Kick-Ass joins the Justice Forever superhero team, everybody went home. But then Miranda looks at Kick-Ass, and she said that she's not tired, and then she gives him this smile look on her face, and then she leads him to the bathroom stall, and that's how they start making out, and they start doing it. And it was for 2 scenes, and that was a scene I did not expect from the second Kick-Ass film. And they do manage to see each other when they're not superheroes. They see each other in their secret identity after when Miranda was attacked by Chris, also known as MF. Not gonna say his name. Let's see, and then Dave visits her at the hospital, and then she said that she's is just as cute as he was in a superhero, and I really do want to see them stay together for so long, and I would have loved to see their future, because I do think that Miranda, despite that that she completely made her move on Kick-Ass kind of early in the movie, I still do think that these two are perfect for each other, and I would have liked to see their future together. And even though I heard there's going to be a new Kick-Ass film in the works, which I'm really excited for, because I feel like Kick-Ass 1 and 2 are also underrated movies. Kick-Ass and Miranda, I really love these two, and they deserve to be on this list. Number 8 is Hellboy and Liz. Now, we're going to talk about Hellboy and Liz from the movies because in the comics, they do not date. They're just friends. But in the movies, they do. Hellboy and Liz, they kind of have like their ups and downs with their relationship, but you cannot deny that that they really do care for each other, especially in the second Hellboy film, when at the beginning of the film Hellboy and Liz were having like a argument, but they do care for each other, and it feels kind of natural in my opinion. And then it was revealed that Liz is pregnant, and then Hellboy heard that he's actually going to be a father. I don't know if the second Hellboy film shows us the baby. If not, then that's kind of disappointing because I would have liked to see them like what they're like as a family. I really wish that we got to see that in Hellboy 3, but unfortunately we got a reboot, and I thought the reboot was okay. No disrespect to Dave Harbour, I think he was a pretty good Hellboy, but he's not Ron Perlman, unfortunately. But I heard Ron Perlman said that he wants to come back to do Hellboy 3 as long as Guillermo del Toro comes back to direct the third one. That's just a rumor. I'm not sure if that's 100% confirmed, but that's just a rumor. But aside from that, Hellboy and Liz, I do like their relationship. I do like that they are very loyal to each other, especially like when Hellboy lost his father, Professor Broom, when he got killed by the ninja. And then Hellboy and Liz start to like have like a heart-to-heart talk with each other, and then they work together as a team. And that's what I really like about these two. So yeah, Hellboy and Liz, you guys deserve to be on this list. All right, number 7 is going to be a Pixar couple, and I'm going to put here, and that is Mr. Incredible and Elastigirl from The Incredibles. Now, just like with Hellboy and Liz, Mr. Incredible and Elastigirl do have their ups and downs with each other, but they're actually are very well meant for each other. They do feel like real parents. They feel like real husband and wife. And there was like a scene where after when Mr. Incredible is reunited with his family, after when he thought his family was killed by Syndrome's missiles and like in the plane explosion, and then they tend to work as a superhero team to save the city from Syndrome's robot. Mr. Incredible wants his family to stay hidden so he can go after it, but then Helen starts to criticize Bob for not being a team player. But you actually do understand like why Mr. Incredible wants them to stay hidden, because he doesn't want to lose their family again. And then when he tells her that he's not strong enough because he doesn't want to lose his wife and kids again. So Helen kisses him, and then she said, if we work together, you won't have to be. And I really do think it's actually very natural for these two. And I really do think that these two actually do work very well as a team, as a superhero family. And I actually really do like their relationship and their chemistry. They just feel like what real husband and wife are like in real life. And that's what considers to be like Mr. Incredible to be one of the greatest, not only the greatest Pixar, Disney, or superhero couples, but one of the best movie couples in general. So yeah, I really do like Mr. Incredible and Elastigirl, so that they deserve to be here. So lucky for you, Mr. Incredible and Elastigirl, congratulations. Number 6 is Iron Man and Pepper Potts. Iron Man, also known as Tony Stark, and Pepper Potts, they are really good couple in my opinion, even though in the comics they were really good with each other. But however, in the movies, mostly in the second Iron Man film, Tony Stark kind of comes off as like an unlikable jackass. Like he doesn't really listen, and he's kind of like acting like a shitty boyfriend to Pepper Potts, and he just kind of like focus on partying and stuff. But by the end of the second Iron Man film, when Iron Man and War Machine defeated Whiplash, which I think Whiplash is a very forgettable villain. I really don't know like that much about him. He's just kind of forgettable. Iron Man saves Pepper, and then they have like a little brief argument with each other, but they do tend to have their feelings for one another. They tell each other that they love each other, and then they share a kiss like on the rooftop. And it was such a very beautiful scene when you see Pepper and Tony kissing. when you see the city lights in the background. So unfortunately, we're not going to see like this again because Iron Man sacrificed himself to defeat Thanos during the climax of Avengers Endgame. So it's really sad to see Iron Man go, but that still doesn't stop me from seeing Tony and Pepper, having their relationship moments with each other. So they're very nice. Okay, number 5 is Superman and Wonder Woman. Now hold on. Now, I know you guys are thinking, why didn't you put Lois Lane? I like Lois Lane. Superman and Lois Lane are a cute couple when it comes to superhero couples, especially in the DC universe. But the reason why I put Wonder Woman instead is because I felt like Wonder Woman and Superman are like in the same level as like God level strength in the DC universe, and they have one of their feelings for one another in one of the DC pre-52 comics, I think. And I heard someone said that there is like a story where Superman and Wonder Woman had their relationship after when Lois was killed by the Joker. I could be absolutely wrong, but that's what I heard. I'm not sure that's true. But there was a Justice League animated movie where Clark and Diana went on a date with each other, and they actually do tend to get along. I really do enjoy Wonder Woman and Superman, like having their like date moments, and they're very, very well made for each other. And unfortunately, like they had to break up because due to the fact that Superman really does care for Lois. But that still doesn't stop me from loving Superman and Wonder Woman. Yeah, I like Lois Lane. Don't get me wrong, guys. I like Superman and Lois Lane. They had a good relationship. But I also do think that Wonder Woman is also a great girl for Superman because of their strength level, God level, and I felt like it just makes sense to me. So, yeah. Okay, number 4 is Mr. Fantastic and Invisible Woman. Yeah, of course, like you gotta put Mr. Fantastic and Invisible Woman on this list. They are one of the most like oldest comic book couples in the Marvel universe. Reed Richards and Susan Storm, then she becomes Susan Richards. They are really good for each other. They have been married in the comics for so long, and I still think that they're still together. And their relationship is very genuine. I like that they are not very overprotective. They are just like what's that word I'm looking for? Like really like very nice people to each other. And they had 2 kids when they got married. Like they had a daughter named Valerie and a son named Franklin. And I really hope when Marvel brings the Fantastic Four back onto the big screen, I hope they do show us the very close relationship between Reed and Sue, because in the 2005 movie with Jessica Alba and Chris Evans, as much as I like those movies, their relationship, while it's not bad, I like their relationship, but I feel like it's kind of a little lackluster, if that makes sense. But in the comics, they are really, really do met for each other, and I really love these 2. So, of course, you got to include these 2 on the list here, because if you don't include Mr. Fantastic and Invisible Woman on the superhero couples list, then I don't know what's wrong with you. Okay, number 3 is another iconic one: Batman and Catwoman. I love Batman and Catwoman. They are one of the best couples in the Batman franchise in the DC universe. Now, Batman has been dating a girl before named Vicky Vale, but his heart belongs to Selina, and Selina belongs to Bruce. I really do enjoy their relationship with their cat and mouse relationship when they chase each other, and then especially like in the animated film Batman: The Long Halloween, when Batman was chasing Catwoman in the rainy night in Gotham, and then Batman grabs Catwoman's hips and then he pulls her to him. She was shocked that Batman did that to her, and then she smiled, and then she was like, "I got you exactly what I want you." And it gets like kind of like a little awkward, pretty funny at times, because Catwoman really does have a lot of feelings for Bruce, And I really do enjoy the relationship, especially in Batman Returns, where Catwoman really does love Batman so much, and Batman does love Catwoman. These two got to be here because Catwoman is very independent, and Bruce respects her for who she is, and these two really do met for each other. That's when it comes to superhero couples, and Batman and Catwoman are the most iconic. So I love Batman and Catwoman. They deserve to be on here. Of course they do. Okay, number 2 is Night Owl and Silk Spectre from Watchmen. I gotta include this couple on the list because I briefly talked about them on my Watchmen movie review, but I really want to explain why I love these two so much. These two have a really good chemistry with each other. When I read the graphic novel or watched the movie, I really do want these two to stay together, and I actually bought the chemistry between them. Laurie and Dan are great to each other. They are very sweet to each other, and I like how they talk to each other. They do talk like real people. It wasn't rushed or anything. It actually feels genuine, and they work together as a team when they fight like the muggers and prisoners, and they save the people in the burning fire from the burning fire, and then they rescue Rorschach in the prison fight. And this couple actually makes my heart pound really fast because I remember the scene from the movie where Laurie tells Dan that Dr. Manhattan can see everything but not her, and that's where she makes her move on Dan on the couch. And then, like, you see the dream sequence with the atomic explosion, and then of course you got the Hallelujah scene, which, say what you want about the Hallelujah scene, yeah, it is very awkward to watch, but that was the scene that I actually do remember the most when it comes to Night Owl and Silk Spectre. But and I heard that they do have a daughter in the Doomsday Clock storyline. They had a daughter, and I'm happy that they actually ended up together and they're married now. It was very nice. I actually really do buy the relationship. It's like one of the most like realistic superhero romances of all time. So I do think that Night Owl and Silk Spectre are the most underrated superhero couples in my opinion. I really love these two. Okay, now for number 1. My number 1 most favorite superhero couple is SpiderMan and Black Cat. Now hold on, guys. I know you're wondering, not Mary Jane, not Gwen Stacy, not Michelle Jones? Okay, hear me out. Black Cat is, for me, is the best Spider-Man girl in the comics. She is Spider-Man's true girlfriend. I don't care what everybody else says about Michelle Jones in the MCU. I really don't care. The reason why I put Felicia with Peter together is because these two actually, I do think they save each other. They fight crime together, and they do manage to help each other to solve mysteries of like other villains of what their plan is. And I really like how Black Cat is the only one who managed to save Spider-Man, and she helps him, and then Spider-Man does the same thing. And I really do buy their relationship in the 90s cartoon, the Spider-Man 2 video game, as well as the 2018 Spider-Man game. And I really wish these two ended up together, and I really want Black Cat to be in a Marvel movie. I am so tired of these damsel in distresses that we've been getting in these Spider-Man movies. It's time for Felicia Hardy to make her live action movie debut. Like, come on, Marvel, come on, Sony, what is wrong with you? I want Black Cat in a Spider-Man movie. Come on now. Spider-Man and Black Cat, for me, they have their ups and downs as well, but we cannot deny like how very well made they are for each other. So Peter and Felicia should be husband and wife, just like with Bruce and Selena, and Dan and Laurie. So move aside Mary Jane, Gwen Stacy, and Michelle Jones, also known as MJ. Felicia Hardy is with Peter. She is his girl, and that's what makes Spider-Man and Black Cat my number 1 most favorite superhero couple of all time. So guys, those are my top 10 favorite superhero couples. What do you guys think of my list? Did you agree or disagree? What is your top 10 favorite superhero couples? Let me know in the comments. Feel free to subscribe to my channel, hit that like button, and turn on the notifications. Thank you so much for giving me 113 subscribers. I appreciate all the support you guys gave me. And stay tuned for the next video, which I will be doing a video game review for The Legend of Spyro: A New Beginning. So stay tuned for that. So that's all about it. This is James Hernandez. Thank you for watching, and have a happy Valentine's Day, and have a great day. All right? Take care.